Right, we've been seeing Rumble, we've been seeing Renekton mid, we've been seeing Kled mid. It feels like DoingB is just fully enjoying where he's at in the world right now, and Breathe goes for Irelia. Is how well will the jungler and support play together? But forget that. Baishunk's moving up towards the top side. Breathe is low. Nuguri about to turn into Mega now. They do have to be careful. And I think realizing they can't actually take this one. If Nuguri goes Mega, he could maybe 2v1. Maybe I'm completely wrong because Baishunk wants to take him on. Flash away from Nuguri. Nicely done by Baishunk. It's going to be flash for flash.
Yeah, if the dragon is going across the FPX while this is all going on, though, so honestly, I mean, you're still doing Nuguri things, getting all this pressure gifted over towards you, but still...
And WE, they're about to discover any odd fight in this bottom side because we've got junglers coming on down. Chris starts to engage onto Jomung, but he survived and he's level 6, stacking up his passive here. Both junglers are here. DoingB arriving. Baishunk has to try and play the defense here, but the equalizer comes in, missing the target. They knock him up and should be able to take him down, but it's actually Chris to go down first. It's complete chaos in the bottom side, but Jomung falls with DoingB grabbing himself a double kill, and he wants to turn it into a little bit more. LWX grabs one, goes down for his trouble. It was actually Nuguri deciding this is just not something he can contest. Drake goes down, WE walk away with it. So one Drake apiece now, and this is what we wanted to see, Dagda. WE matching the pace somewhat, but missing could be in trouble. Maybe it's just Rel. Maybe Rel is the answer. Whoever has Rel, they're the ones that win the early game.
I mean, look, it's definitely a very strong pick, but I don't know how good it's going to be if you're looking to dive with Crisp level 6. Baishunk is behind, though.
Jomung's in a lot of trouble right here, trying to stack his passive, but just taken down too damn quick. LWX takes one tower shot, missing with the Hex Splash. We'll be able to survive for now. The minions arriving, and there's no wave here for FPX. They can't really just continue this dive endlessly. And actually, Baishunk going to force a flash out from Crisp. I think that may have been the Hex Flash, actually. But they survive. I want to see a little bit more about Shanks here, Dagda, because he's been real quiet this game. I'm not going to see that, though, because Breathe is in a 2v1 right now. Here comes the rest of the squad. Baishunk trying to finish off the kill. Breathe surviving, but taken down by the Undertow. Tian trying to escape from the play, but there's no way out of this one. I wanted to see more from Shanks, and there's the kill. It can be insane. And also... one thing that we don't see that much Cassiopeia, right? So I think it's worth mentioning that specifically Cassiopeia versus KaiSser is a really nice matchup for Cassiopeia because as soon as she tries to ult in and assassinate, you just get one shot. Speaking of, DoingB is actually going to survive. No, it gets taken down in the end. I got too excited. Breathe now. Taking a bit of hit from Tian. And I think WE will be able to mid-game find 5v5s, find ways to exploit your advantage and snowball from there. And realistically, the team hasn't changed that for WE. And with that, with a gold lead as well, things are looking pretty good. He gets away with it in the end. Herald going to be used in the mid lane here as Tien tries to charge in as well. Gets a slow onto missing, but nothing really going to happen there.
In the early stages, it's just through these tiny, tiny windows that they're able to get these advantages.
Baishunk just trying to 1v1 doing BTN has stepped into the jungle and suddenly realized it's not just Baishunk. He's got 4 different versions of him and he's got 3 different teammates.
Yeah, it will be the tower bot side for Breathe and giving it a lot of gold back over into this already as well, because don't forget, top lane turret went in favor.
Just feels so good for Samira. Nuguri taking a huge chunk from Baishunk right before he turns Mega. Breathes in trouble though, has to flash. Stunned against the wall, but he's far away so they can't commit to the play. FPX trying to start this Drake up as Breathe gets aggressed upon by LWX. Might just be able to survive, but he misses the Vanguard's edge. It's so huge. Stun onto LWX and Baishunk trying to finish off the kill onto the AD carry. The rest of WE arriving. Crisp happy to tank up for now, but not for long. Goes down, missing, flashes into the fight and just dies immediately, missing. What was that, my friend?
The killer instinct gets the kill, and now they get the dragon as well for FPX. Beautiful play from the AD carry of FPX. He's going to be so strong against this Gnar.
Speaking of the Gnar, Nuguri, you're very far up, my friend. I don't know what Nuguri to contest here. They try and move in for the play. DoingB has the equalizer. It's going to go down into the pit. They go. It's not going to be stolen. Taken by WE. Now the fight as well. The equalizer not doing enough damage. Missing, still surviving. In goes Samira. And down go the health bars for FPX, who are scattered to the winds. Baishunk gets the stun. Nowhere to go. And Shanks with 5 kills.
A clean ace and a beautiful performance from WE, ripping control of this game from FPX.
Baron ward, I don't think. I think it's in one of those weird spots in the brush where it doesn't quite show up. Tian wants to go for the steal, but even just the presence of Breathe is enough of a flank to grab the Dragon. Sole point now.
Top lane, though, is where WE are going to put the pressure next. And again, WE just running FPX around the map.
And this is what we expect from FPX. This is what FPX do to teams, not the other way around. And in the defense of Jomung and Missing, they're against FPX. They got dived 3 times in the bottom lane, and now we've got to fight in the jungle as well. Look at this Nuggery. You don't get to play weak side when you're not on the side. That's called weak jungle, and you die in those kind of situations. Another pick for WE, and another opportunity for more.
And this is brilliant from WE, and this is what we expect from WE when they're in the lead. They're so good at finding these picks, and they're going again.
Well, they found themselves a team fight rather than a pick on this one. Equalizer comes down, but WE are just too damn tanky. Jomung is here. He's trying to stack up that passive. 1 or 2 more shots, and he'll be able to start spinning to win. Jomung in with the Inferno trigger, and down goes FPX. What is that damage? Beisheng charging in at the speed of light. Surrender now, or prepare to get bear slapped. Down the mid lane they go. Minion wave is here, and Missing, and Beisheng can cut off the next one. This is at least an in-hit for WE.
It could be more. I mean, you've still got 30 seconds on LWX, 25 on towards Tien. They're looking to end.
They want to try and end the game. 30 seconds on LWX. In goes Missing. The tower dive is happening, and the Inferno trigger burns through the health bars. Nuggery will never turn mega again as the triple comes through for Jomung. It's beautiful to see for WE fans as FPX go down in game number 1.
And finally, we get to see a team composition from WE that really wants to play at range, where you're tossing axes, accelerate shock blast, and the Azir just poking you away. So they do go for the Lucian. So instead, FPX...
Jungler here, the axe is coming through, and Tian gets out of dodge. Doinb just doesn't have enough damage yet, as Shanks is moving up as well. He's not level 6 just yet. Good amount of damage there. Chris has arrived, and it's actually going to be Beisheng that's caught out. After all of this, first blood goes the way of FPX, and they want to turn it into another one, but Shanks messes up his flash. So Dragon taken by WE, though, so good start to the game for them. At very least, they can start to stack the Drakes up. That is certainly a win.
We'll get this extra gold for Nuggery, who's now in trouble.
Here we go. Beisheng moving in. Tian is here as well, and a TP being channeled, but Nuggery's already fallen, and another TP. WE want to take this fight. Doinb will be able to get out with the Realm Warp. Shanks trying to get on to Tian. We talked about what is one of the win conditions for WE, stacking these Drakes. 2 hours to fall, while nobody would be able to get the gold for it. Here we go, Missing on towards LWX. The jump away, the flash away, but in the mid lane as FPX want to exploit the side lane pressure.
Yeah, this is
WE right now.
But WE again looking for these picks as always when they get a lead.
Oh,
but Jomung, no!
Ooh, gets away with it. Has to burn his cleanse for that one. At what point do you look at Leona and go, yeah, I can take this. I'm sure she won't Zenith Blade at me. Like, come on, dude. All right, mid tower goes down. Thanks to
back and forth, almost plays that have come through with people just escaping on just the tiniest of health. TP towards ridiculous on 2 of them. Like, pretty much across the board, I'm just like, these are insanely strong, but there's a pick.
We've got a 2 versus 4, and it's somehow going well for WE. Jomung has now arrived. Tian somehow gets out of that one. I'm not quite sure how. Bombs down in the mid lane, as WE will be able to get a tier 1 off the back of the play.
I like that fight.
Favorite for this game at this point, because I'm thinking it's very even. We'll have to come back to that, because Tian's in trouble. Realm Warp comes in, though. He doesn't need an ambulance after all. It's Missing that needs an ambulance. Solar Flare comes in. Jomung over the wall, trying to push away Nuggery. Doinb on 1 HP, but Jomung can't quite get into range. It was so damn.
Play against this. Try and corral them, but you're
Chris.
1v1.
He's gone so deep on this one, but the Realm Warp, maybe they can save him. The bomb comes in, but they're too late to the play. Now the rest of the squad has arrived. 4v5 Missing, tanking the culling, but the double knockup comes out from the Alistar. Tian on this side, trying to look for a smite here. He doesn't want the fight, he just wants the dragon. Jomung threatening the engage. In goes Shanks, and it's beautiful to see. Jomung knocks LWX away, can't quite finish the kill, but he goes down anyway. It's complete chaos, but Doinb, last one to fall, and Beisheng, the only one left on the map.
Beisheng barely able to survive on the back of that. Crisp going way too deep, and it means that WE have got that mountain dragon. They've got the soul. Jomung though.
Ooh, Jomung buffers the jump. Realm Warp. In goes Crisp. He's going to have to tank up for a while, but he's just not tanky enough to survive that one. Missing denies the players. Tian goes in, looking for the sleep. Jomung buffers the jump once again. Nicely done. Shanks disengaging as LWX goes for the Inferno Trigger. He's on to breathe in the back line, who's just about surviving. Now do a bit on the front line, trying to get onto Missing. Jomung going to be the last man standing once Nuggery gets one more auto. Baron being started by FPX. There's 3 men on it already. Crisp arriving here. Jomung needs to contest in some way, but it's down to 2,000 already. The Baron is about to be taken here by FPX. They don't have a smite, but they're taking it anyway. Nuggery grabs that one for himself. Doing B, stuck in the pit, manages to flash out. Production, bravo. 6,000 on the Elder Drake. Swirl Seeds going wide here as it's just constantly being DPS. Solar Flare goes wide as well. Maybe that's the opportunity. Missing goes in, finds the 2-man knockup. LWX with the Blade Whirl, but it's going to be Dome B going gold in the last possible second. This looks like a WE fight, but there's the Infinite Trigger. It's not enough. FPX are torn asunder as Nuggery, last man standing, cannot contest. There's no smite here though. Maybe there's time for a miracle, but Elder goes down. One more hit would finish it, and Missing
wants to take this 2-0 against FPX.
This is looking pretty good for WE. Another tower taken. They are going to... Elder still in the pocket of WE for another 45 seconds, which means FPX have no answer to this Baron play. Their answer instead is to try and move towards the middle.
With the range, especially like Jomung hitting level 16, Shanks on this Azir, it becomes very difficult for
within this jungle and giving Shanks all the room he needs to make these plays onto the towers. That's 2 towers now.
Well, they don't just lose it all.
And look how much damage the 2 cannons have already done. The inhib tower is basically gone at this point. A couple more autos from Jomung. Jumps out with his life. The satchel charge finishes the tower. And now they can look towards inhibs. Shanks goes in and forces FPX away. Another objective taken by WE. Slow and steady wins the race for them as they break open the mid lane as well. And FPX look like they're out of answers. They look like they're out of sorts right now. Tian.
One fight at Elder is now snowballing out of control, and they still have 50 seconds on Baron, but think about the amount of goals they've just got. The amount of pressure on the map.
2 inhibitors, and oh my days, the damage from the bombs. Nuggery kicked out of his own base here, sent back into the fountain. That's 3 inhibs. There's Elder up in a minute and a half, but hang on. Sleepy trouble time as Jomung will be able to survive at very least and just throws an auto out. I got a little bit excited. There was 3 people fell asleep, but turns out it was actually just Resident Sleeper.
Either way, like, it was a nice attempt. Missing with the bodyguard, though, keeping people away. There's no Baron left here.
I don't think Jomung cares. I think he wants to take some towers right here. He's feeling himself, and it didn't work out for him in the last fight, but you know what? I'm okay to watch this one. Realm Warp coming out. Nobody's going to actually take it in the end. Oh, Crisp went in it at the last possible second. Shanks with the Zonyas to keep himself alive. Crisp will be the first one to go down. Nuggery on the top side of the fight. Chased out by Jomung. A bit of vengeance for the Dragon fight. In goes LWX, but he's taken down. The Shuriman wall comes through, and WE will take themselves a much-needed victory. They thwart their loss streak, and they thwart FPX.
WE.
Hi guys, welcome to the interview, and now we have Breathe from CNWE with us. So first of all, congratulations on today's win, and definitely you guys have a super good form for today's matchup. So is there any special preparation during this 2-week break? 那首先恭喜你们获得本场比赛的胜利。今天感觉整个 WE 都是状态十足。那在这2周的休息期间内，有做哪些特殊的准备吗？
就我们就是提早进行了训练，然后大家都认真对待，就是这样。
We made a lot of preparations, and also we started our training quite early, and also we have a very good momentum in facing the matchup. So that's why we're able to perform so well in today's game. And also in game 1, the opponent's team, they actually have a very typical Fun Plus playstyle around the bot duel. They have the tower dive in the bot duel from the very early game, but you also get some leads from the top. So could we know more about the early game strategy from WE？ 那其实感觉第一局 Fun Plus 也是经典的下路打法嘛，前期就开始4包2打下路，然后所以想问一下，你们是怎么样有一个前期的一个战略的？因为感觉你也在上路拿到了不小的优势。
我们前期的战略就是打野先上来看我，因为刀妹算是比较康特纳尔的，然后Nuggery选手也打得特别好，就是我只要一有失误，他就能抓到机会进行压制，然后我的打野过来帮了我一波忙，然后我就利用英雄 counter 的原因来压制他。
First of all, I think our jungler player Beishang, he tried to focus on my top lane a lot because Ariana, this champion, is actually a counter pick against Nar, and also I think Nogri plays so well. If he can grab some opportunities, he can always push the lane and give me the pressure. So together with the jungler's help, I was able to have a very good laning phase in the game 1, and also in game 1 in some very crucial team fights. WE can always find the opportunity to catch Nogri and also make very good use of the 5-4 advantage to grab some leads and win the team fights. So could we know more about how did you guys manage to seek for those opportunities to open the situation? 那其实感觉第一局你们在每一波团战的时候，总能很好的去利用一个人数的优势，你们总能提前先抓死，比如说牛宝啊之类的，然后呢，去很完美的去打到那些特别重要的团战。所以想问一下，在这些方面你们是怎么来找机会，然后处理，为自己打开局面的呢？
就想着我们就是5个人先一起做一起该做的事情，再去找另外的情况，多去找机会，就找到机会。
Basically, in the mid game, five of us always gather together, and we try to do the things that we must to do. And then after that, we try to seek more opportunities to make the engagement to open the situation for us. And also in game 2, your Jace got the MVP, and also we have seen the Jace against Lucian matchup on the top lane. So have you expect the opponent's team will choose Lucian, this marksman, in the very 5th place for Nogri, and how's the laning phase against this champion? 那其实第2局你的杰斯也是发挥特别的亮眼，也斩获了 MVP 嘛。那我们也看到了，就是杰斯对阵卢锡安的一个上路对决。那你有没有想到，就是对面会在第5手的时候选出卢锡安这个英雄呢？然后在整体的一个对线方面，面对他怎么样呢？
因为很久没有出现过这个英雄，虽然就是这个英雄对局是蛮常见，但是一开始没有想到。然后对上这个英雄，因为会考虑到方 plus 有越塔的那个体系，所以我上路一开始就打得比较保守，就发育尽量为好，然后就做好自己的发育，做自己该做的事情，就这样。
To be honest, I didn't expect the opponent's team will choose Lucian because although Jace against Lucian is a very typical matchup on the top lane, but I haven't seen Lucian this champion since for much long time currently, so I didn't expect that. But in terms of the laning phase, because the opponent's team FunPlus drops, they're able to make the tower dive around the top lane. So I try to play not that aggressively in the early game, and also I try to do my own farmings to get some leads, and also the very crucial team fights in game 2 at the team fights around the Elder Dragon, and you guys just show us a very impressive team fights. Could we know more about that scene? 那感觉第2局也是有非常亮眼的一波团战，就是你们在远古龙团的那一波拉扯，所以想问一下，那里是发生了什么呢？
那波就是我们想着把时间拖得尽量延长，因为我身上也有很多钱，然后我们也是 poke， 就尽量利用自己手长的优势慢慢打，然后5个人在一起抓住了机会就做到了。
At that time, we